This is going to be my second update for the Pan That Palette Challenge for 2015. I've been working on the Lorac Pro palette, the original one, for the past 2 months, and I've worn the shadows in here every single day for the past 2 months. And I don't mean I've worn the shadows in here every single day when I wear a full face of makeup. I mean, I've worn these shadows for the past, 60 days or something. I haven't skipped a day yet. At the first update, I think I had hit pan on 4 shades. I don't really take credit for 2 of those shades because I think it was Nude and Cream had really big dips in them already, and when I started this challenge I had no idea how deep the pans were in the Lorac Pro, so I hit pan on those pretty quick. But anyway, I wanted to show you where I'm at so far and then go into my progress on the other ones and my goals for this coming month. But first, let me see if I can find a clip of my last update and I will insert it somewhere here. And here is my update after 2 months. So let me let you guys look at this for a minute. Let me kind of tilt it so you can see all the shadows and the dips and everything. There is a dip in this white one. I mean, I've hit pan on the white one. It's kind of hard to see. These lights are shining right down on you. Anyway. Let me go through and talk about these shadows for a little bit. White and cream. I had pan on cream last time, but I was really shocked to have pan on the white. I've been using these two. I mix them together and I set my under eye concealer, so that works wonderfully, but if I hadn't been doing that, there's no way that I would have pan on the white shade. Taupe right here, I didn't have pan on that last time. That was one of my goals from last time, is to hit pan on this taupe shade, and I was using it as a contour shade for a little bit. It almost looks muddy on my skin, so I have to go back and use my bronzer. My Laguna bronzer is the one that I've been using, and I can go back. If I put the taupe shade just right at the very back of my contour, it's fine, but if I try and use it for the entire thing, it doesn't look nice. I can't use it to bronze around my face, but the Laguna bronzer can help me blend that out a little bit. So that's how I've been using this one. I also use it as a crease shade and, sometimes as a transition shade. So that's how that one has pan. I haven't used light pink. I haven't used mauve. I have used sable for about 2 weeks. A week and a half, 2 weeks, and there's there's hardly any difference on sable. Espresso I didn't touch. Black I was using to deepen up the outer crease, and sometimes when I wore my Urban Decay Perversion liner, I would use the black to set that liner. I don't really like that method. I prefer to use it in my crease a little bit, but I mean, I hit pan on it. One thing that I wanted to mention, there's 2 ways to hit pan on these shadows. One of them is to go down in it straight with a small brush straight into the shadow like I did with black. And yes, I did hit pan on it, that's awesome, but I'm gonna have to do that 4 or 5 more times just to clean out this shadow. It's gonna take forever to use up that shadow. Or you can go into a shadow and wear it down with a bigger brush, like a bigger brush like this, and you'll have a wider area of pan. Where can I show you that? Maybe like the taupe shade. See how it's getting worn down a little bit in a wider area? It's just gonna be a lot easier to clean it out once I hit the pan on like a different shade. Does that make sense? Like the different brushes that you use, if you use a wider area while you're using it, it'll take longer to hit pan, but you won't have to go back in and, hit different areas. And then slate, I had this eye combination that I tried last week for the first time. I used deep purple, slate, and champagne, and I didn't hit pan on slate, but I do have quite a big dip in there. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that maybe I'll have pan on that by the next time. Deep purple, that one, I did use that to deepen up my outer crease for pretty much the entire last month, probably 3 weeks out of the 4 weeks. That's what I did. I did use it to line underneath my bottom lash line a little bit. I didn't use garnet. Well, no, I take that back. I used garnet once wet all over the lid, and then I think I used it once after that, so that's why it kind of has a shiny top on it. I didn't use pewter, didn't use light bronze. Gold, every single day I put a color tattoo down all over my eye, and then I'll use a shade like white or cream all over it just so it's easier for blending with some other shadows, but I've been using gold to do that instead of a shade like white or cream, and that's just how I've been using it. I'll put nude over the top of it every single time that I use gold. So anyway, champagne, I used that one over the top of deep purple when I wanted that blue eye look, and then I had slate in the crease. So I was just using champagne as a topper. And then nude, I use this underneath the eyebrows. I use nude over the top of gold like I just said. So that's how I've been using this palette. I can use gold and nude and champagne, these two, as a cheek highlight if I want to. So when I get done with my MAC Soft and Gentle, I think I might move on to one of those if there's any shadows left. But I did have a couple goals that I wanted to talk about with you guys. So gold, I want to see if I can use up this bottom right corner right here. It's my right side, but it's probably gonna be, I don't know. I don't know if I'm switched backwards or not, but I want to use up this little section down here. On champagne, I want to use up the entire right side of it. So all of this right here. And then I wanted to finish up cream, which is this top shadow right there, which shouldn't be too hard to do. And then deep purple, I want to clear out this upper right side right there. Those are my goals for the next month. That's all I want to do. As long as I do that, I will be a happy camper. So anyway, that was my Pan That Palette update after 2 months. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me about, leave them down in the comment section and I will answer you as fast as I can. That is it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.